sentence. And what you should not attribute is something that is common knowledge. For example, like about the law, you might know that the National Assembly work related to the topic. And another one is what you observe directly. For example, you might across by chance by an accident, so you can write the story by your own words. And last but not least is about you don't have to attribute. You don't need to attribute if it is the background information on the issue or the people you are writing about. From what I understanding is like if you attribute someone as their name, you might not attribute where they come from or how many members in their family, something like that. And that's all for attribution. Last but not least about seven important points.
Okay, it's my turn to present you all about the 7 important points about how to write a good story, or you can call the element of writing a good story. Since my group member have given you like a few points already, now we turn to my point. The first one is about the kicker. Kicker is like we start the story with one thing, so that we have to end the story with that thing too. Like if we, for example, we start a story with a girl, so that at the end of the story we have to like find some important or interesting information related to the girl to end the story that make the reader more like make the reader like remember about this story. The second thing is accuracy. For all the news writing, it requires accuracy, even though it's investigative story. And being a journalist, we need to make sure that all the information that we got from the source are accurate and true. For example, like we have to make sure all the name, statistic, or like position of that source. And in this point too, after we got the information, we need to make the verification. Like we need to verify that information, make sure that it is true and accurate. Move to another point, keep it simple. Keep it simple. It seems like in the investigative story, we need to make our writing to be in the simple way, to avoid using the technical word or jargon word, because investigative story is long stories, and if we use the technical word or jargon word, it might confuse the reader. So we better use in the simple way. Another point is foreshadowing. I think you all might wonder about the word foreshadowing. It's like we give some clue at the beginning of the story in order to attract the reader to following up with the following paragraph of the story. It seems like first we talking about the one superstar, and then we said that the superstar have boyfriend. So the reader might wonder who is her boyfriend. So that they will keep reading our keep reading that story in order to catch up the point. But who is her boyfriend and where is he? Yeah. And move to another point is pacing. It's pacing. Pacing is refer to like we give a break to our story, because investigative story is a very long story, so we better not to use like typical or like we put all the important information in one paragraph or one place. We have to make some break, like using this description or narration about the song. Like we interview one person and we saw that they are at their home doing something. So before starting their quote or what, we put the narration about their activity or their daily life to introduce. Another point is read it out loud. It like when we done writing one story, we have to read it out loud by read it out, because when we're writing, we don't know is that sentence is too long or too complicated. But once we read that sentence, I believe that we will notice that it is too long or complicated, so that we better change it before we submit it to the editor or someone else. And the last point is be a good reader. It is like being journalist, we have to read a lot. We better read as much as possible in order to find the good point or the bad point of our writing, and then we also find the good point from other in order to apply in our writing. So reading a lot, the more we read, the more information we get, and also we will improve our writing. And that is all for our presentation. Welcome all the questions.
Like code. You told us about the direct and indirect, but may you please tell us more about how to make indirect code, like from present simple to past simple, or to something like that. May you make clear?
You want the grammar or
No, just how to code in English. Like
yeah, I think it's simple. Like you move the tense of your sentence back, like simple to past, like past to past.
and especially you can make sure about the comma or something.
You can see in the example.